Hi everybody, welcome to Northside Lexus and Tech Tip Tuesday. I'm so excited to be with you all today. We are going to be exploring some simple items that you can automate in most every Lexus vehicle. So some of the older model vehicles might not have automatic high beams, but pretty much every Lexus has auto headlights and automatic or rain sensing windshield wipers. Now you'll know right away if you don't have rain sensing windshield wipers because it won't say auto on the stock. It will say INT for intermittent. That just means you're in charge of those wipers. So let's take a look about how to activate the auto feature for these three simple items. And again, I'm Melissa O'Connell, a certified Lexus technology specialist here at Northside Lexus with Tech Tip Tuesday. So thanks for joining us. All right, the first item that we want to take a look at are the automatic headlights. So again, most Lexus vehicles have this feature. It's right on the headlamp stock, and you have all of the different lighting components. Let's see if we can get a good angle for you here. Now, if I turn this dial, the selector down to DRL off, that means everything is off, which means now I'm in charge. So if I want the lights on, I either need to go back to auto or actively turn the headlights on, which in this case, I'm in an RX. They're right at the top. Most of our headlamp stocks look like this. When your low beam headlights are on, you can also engage your fog lamp. But if you leave it on auto, then the vehicle will use the sensors to detect oncoming darkness, whether it's because it's evening or you've driven into a garage or a parking structure, and then it will automatically turn on your headlights as well as your fog lights. If you don't want the fog light to turn on, just select to off, and this is just a simple dial, nice and easy. Now, our next component for auto regarding lights is something that we've had on different vehicles throughout the years with Lexus, and it seems to be coming as standard equipment now on almost all of them, and it's automatic high beams. So normally we would just push forward to turn our high beams on or pull it to you if we wanted to give a flash of high beams as a warning to someone. But now we have automatic high beams. Most of them are engaged with this button right here that says auto. We want to have that pushed in. When we push it in, we get a message on our multi-information display telling us that we need to activate our high beam switch. So if I turn that on, it says to activate auto high beam, switch headlights to high beam. What that means is turn your high beams on. We just push forward or away toward the front of the vehicle, and that's turning the high beams on, but we know that they are in auto mode because we have the button pushed in. Some of the vehicles have the button on the end of the headlamp stock itself, and so it would appear here, but it would say auto and have the same icon. Now, auto high beams, you're asking, what does that mean? Maybe you don't use high beams very often. Let me explain auto high beams and how they work. So if the vehicle is detecting a lot of oncoming light, maybe oncoming traffic or ambient lighting, depending on the area where you're driving, your headlamps will go down to the regular low beam setting. But if you do not have oncoming traffic or a lot of ambient light, then your automatic high beams can engage. So they will come on for you, and then they'll go back to low as needed. Now, what I have noticed driving a vehicle in an area with a very windy street, they might not turn off in a manner of time that you're comfortable with. So if you see that a vehicle is coming toward you, a very simple step is to just disengage the high beams. You don't have to turn the auto feature off. So let me show you how you would do that. If I was driving and I had my auto high beams on, which means I have my headlights in auto, I've pushed the button in to activate auto high beams, and I've pushed the headlamp stock forward or away toward the front of the vehicle. Then, if I'm on a windy road and I feel like they're not going to cut off in time and go back to low beams, I can just simply pull the headlamp stock toward me. one click, and then I'm back on low beams. But now I'm in charge of them. So when I'm ready to go back to automatic, just push forward again, and I'm all set. Our last item are automatic rain sensing windshield wipers. And again, these are on most Lexus vehicles, not all, but most. The main thing to realize is if you are in a vehicle that has automatic wipers, it's going to say auto right on the wiper stock. The point of these instructions, it's basically like 3 pieces of information, is to give your primary command, and that's about the position of the stock. So if I came all the way to the top, you would see that I'm able to swipe. It's activating for mist. If I drop down, it will stop. But if I want auto, I need to come down one more click. I get a swipe, just activating, letting me know auto is engaged. And hey, Eric is here with us just in time for automatic rain sensing windshield wipers.
I saw the wipers move and I was ready for the automatic rain sensing.
Excellent. So I was just about to talk to them about how you adjust the sensitivity.
Right.
So all you have to do is adjust the dial. So let me tell you about a common mistake people make. They will be in the off position. They will turn the dial and try to line it up with the word auto, thinking, okay, now they're in auto. But what they're really doing is adjusting rain sensing automatic wipers that aren't even engaged.
Right.
So we want to have them down a click, almost parallel with the ground. If you want to take over, one more click down is going to be low. The final click at the bottom is high, but that's going to be a steady wiping. So when you're ready and you want to go back to automatic, come all the way to the top, let it drop to off, and then come one click down from off. Most people prefer to have the most sensitive, just so that you can get it if there's not a lot of water on the glass.
Right.
Now the least sensitive means it's going to take a lot of water to get them going. And the way the vehicle gauges this sensitivity is with
the sensors at the top
that I'm doing a terrible job of showing you. Okay, so that sensor sends light through the glass, and as more water covers the sensor, the wiper blades engage faster. So the more water, the faster they go. But again, if you want to engage the wipers yourself, just take over. The other thing to be aware of is if you are in a vehicle that has a rear wiper, those do not have a rain sensor.
Right.
So you're in charge.
That's all you right there.
Exactly. So intermittent or on.
And the intermittent is going to be set. You can't adjust that intermittent speed on the rear.
Not on the rear. But if you do have intermittent front wipers, you can adjust the speed.
That's
and you'll
right.
have a dial that looks just like this.
Exactly.
Now, another thing to keep in mind, how do you clean your windshield? So on this vehicle, if we pull forward, we're going to spray the front windshield. If we push away or toward the front of the vehicle, we're going to spray the back. And I'm not sure if you all can see that. So it just depends on how your vehicle is set up just to engage. So I'm just pulling toward me or pushing away and cleaning the back.
All clean now.
Terribly exciting. All right, so I do think something to point out is if you're driving and you get a little splash, like someone splashes up against the glass and they don't go, it's because it didn't reach the sensor.
Right.
Do make sure that you know how to operate them. Also make sure you know how to turn them off if you are going into a car wash.
That's what we always say. You have them off when you're in a car wash.
Exactly. All right. Well, just in time to say hello and
That's
goodbye.
Right.
So
That's
short and
right.
sweet this week.
Well, you still got to sell cars.
You do.
But you got to make
does.
sure you're reaching your fans out there.
Exactly.
And so here with Tech Tip Tuesday, of course, we want to make sure that we're here. We're talking to you. But as always, I'm just the fluff guy. So Melissa's here actually leading the show. But I wanted to say, hey, the content. Right. That's right.
You're the beauty.
I'm the color commentary.
There
so
you go.
Here we go.
There you go. We've got brains and beauty.
Brawn.
Brains and brawn. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Well, hey.
Thank you all for checking out Tech Tip Tuesday. And if you have any questions about your Lexus, please let us know here at Northside Lexus.
That's right. Come and see us.
Please do.
What's that number?
281-569-3700.
3300.
You got it. Thanks. Enjoy your Tuesday. Take care, everybody. Don't forget, knowledge is power. So come and check us out at Northside Lexus. You can find us on Facebook and on YouTube. Give us a shout out if you're watching today live or on the replay. Please let us know and tell us where you're watching from. We love seeing guests from all over. And
what else you want to learn about.
Yeah, let us know. We're happy to do that.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
See ya.